Hello, 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 and happy, oh my God, it's Monday. It's December 1st. I don't believe we're already in December. We're already 12 months into 2025. And for those of you who don't know who I am Dr. Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Healing Magazine. Super excited to be here. And when I show up here, it's because I am showing off one of my fabulous cover features that I'm here to chat with and to introduce you to as well. Now, hopefully, by the time you're seeing this, you've already ordered your copies of the November issue. And if not, no worries, I got your back. There'll be a link somewhere along the line that you can find and go ahead and purchase the November issue because it's definitely worthwhile reading and staying on track with all of that. So what I like to do before we go further, I want to introduce you to my amazing cover feature, as I'm going to introduce you just like I introduced myself, where she too now is Dr. Christina Alva. Did I say your last name correctly?
Yes, yes, you did.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here with me today and just sharing your energy because I know that when people get together, it's an exchange of energy that we do come together on. So tell our audience a little bit about who you are and who you serve, and even more importantly, why you got into doing what you're doing.
Yes, of course. As Dr. Reverend Julian said, my name is Dr. Christina Alva. I am the founder and CEO of Amazing Books LLC, a publishing company that does ghostwriting and publishing services for um, independent authors. I'm also the founder of 90 Day Authors, a community of writers and authors where we come together, share what we know, learn what we need. And that's all about really just building the community so that you don't have to take this journey by yourself. And I am very passionate about writing books. I have written several. I do book collaborations. I help other people run book collaborations. I've written self help, career books, and also young adult fantasy books.
Yes, and just out of curiosity, all that you have on your wall behind you, what's that all about?
What I have is like some of my top titles on the wall. Yes, I know behind me. There's a couple that aren't up there, but I was putting them up there in a couple of magazine covers that I have. Just put them on the wall just to remind me, like when I get discouraged and everything, because I do. I still get discouraged sometimes. I'm human. It just reminds me of, where I started and how far I have come and how far I have left to go. So it's just a nice visual reminder for me.
Yes, yes. And I love the fact that you pointed out that you too also get frustrated because again, you are human. And it's I believe it's a normal process. And if we didn't get frustrated with this, what would be the purpose? We'd have no reason to want to push forward. Sometimes, yeah, we're gonna get into that place where it's like, okay, what's going on? Like, how come the rhythm's not in that momentum? Like, and I often find that when there's no momentum in the rhythm, it's because it's for us to slow down and rest so that
Mm.
momentum can start back up again.
Yep.
Yes, yes. So again, your community, authors, writers, beginners, what's that about?
Yes. So my community has newer writers, newer authors, and some seasoned authors who have been in the game a while now. But it really is just coming together because, there's two parts to it. I say there's the creative part, the fun part, writing your story, writing your book. And you may not understand how to do that and have a few questions. And then also there's the second part, which is the business side, right? Now you take off your creative hat, put your business hat on, because now that you have this wonderful book, you have to move it, right? People have to learn about it, hear about it, know about it, and then they have to be able to go somewhere to purchase it. So I feel like there's a lot of pieces to writing and publishing that people don't know, especially as indie authors, self-published authors. And I'm going to make sure that they avoid costly mistakes because you can make some costly mistakes. And I hear these horror stories all the time. So I really am just about creating that safe space for authors to come together and learn and grow together.
Yes, I love that whole process in reference to marketing the book. Something that being in business, I've been in business for 22 years. I've never, ever, 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 even in like my personal training business, have ever really looked at it as a business and like marketing it.
Mhm.
I just sort of go with the flow, if that's that may even sound weird, but it does make sense because you get this book, you work really, really hard on creating this book, putting the information in the book, and then you get the book in your hand, which is like a pregnancy within itself. It's like, oh my God, I birthed this, at least for me. And then it's like, okay, you sell it to all your family members, all your friends, and then before you know it, it's like, okay, everybody who I know has purchased my book. Who else there is there for this book to go to? And then all of a sudden the book dies out because you don't have anybody else that you're promoting the book to. So tell us a little bit about the process of where they've written their book and now they're in that process of marketing it so they don't get caught up in a part of like, okay, I sold to all my friends or whatever not. Who is there left? Like how can they participate in your community so that doesn't happen to them?
Oh, yes, that's a great question. I mean, just by participating, right? You're outside your friends and family sphere. So now you're exposing your book, your products to other authors and other networks. And by really having that group and that community, we can all go share the same book that you just put out with our networks. And so now you're accessing other people's networks, right? And we're really here to like help each other. So you're already winning just by like joining the community because you have a new group of people that you can sell your book to, get feedback from, get reviews from, because that's one of the hardest things to do as an author is get reviews. And we also share all the different vendor opportunities, all the different tricks and tips that we've learned how to get into bookstores, how to get into libraries, other things that you can do to promote your book. So it just really helps you. All the hours of research you would do by yourself, just think about it. If you have like 10 people in the group and they've each done like 50 hours of research, right? That's 500 hours of research we collectively bring together and we can share and save each other time and help each other out along the way.
Yes, and that's a big part of it too, because again, when you're doing this on a solo, especially as a self-publisher, if you do not have that support, as Christina was saying, Dr. Christina was saying that you come together as a community, you have 10 or so many people in your community looking at the book. Now you network with each other and you support each other, you encourage each other to do that next big step so you're not doing this on your own because I think that's the big part that makes it more challenging is when you feel like, oh my God, like how am I supposed to do this? How am I going to get in front of all these different people? So being in a community where you have other authors supporting each other is definitely I'd say a no-brainer. A no-brainer, yes. So here we are today as we're talking to Dr. Christina about what she does, how she serves, and all the authors out there. What we're here to talk about is the fact of that, and I'm going to show mine, and I'm sure she has hers. That Christina is the cover girl of Holistic Healing Magazine, and she's a beautiful feature. She's raving in here and talks about all that she does do. So, Christina, I'd like to know from you, from being on the cover, and you've been on the cover now, so came out the beginning of November. It's already a month now. What has that done for you since being on the cover? And before you answer that question, is this the first solo cover you've been on? I know you've been on covers with other people. Is this your first solo cover that you've been on?
No, it's not my first solo cover that
Oh,
I
hey, how many have you been on?
two others.
Okay,
So this is the
awesome.
third.
All
Yes.
right, so this is the third out of the two others. That's beautiful. So what
Mhm.
has this done for you? What do you feel like you've gotten out of being on the cover?
Oh my goodness. I'm always looking for ways to spread what I do. I believe that we are all the solution to someone's problem. And just like you have problems, you're looking for solutions. Don't you wish that the solution would jump out and say, Here I am, here I am? So
Oh,
that's what I'm
yeah.
trying to do, right? So this has given me an opportunity to get in front of others who may have a problem that I have a solution for, and I can help them save time, money, and stress, right? Another thing that being on the cover has done for me, as always, like you post about it, or whatever on your social media, and people share it and they send it out. And now I'm getting in front of more people. And then, of course, the questions come. Oh, what are you on the cover for? Oh, how did you get on the cover? And I'm able to share that with others and, tell them how they can get on the cover too, and not only that, but answer any questions. And it starts that conversation. So now what it does is it really brings people who may be seeing me and seeing me over and over, because everybody needs to see you 5 to 7 times, get familiar with you until they know, like, and trust you before they do business. So all you authors out there, all you business owners out there, you have to keep having that touch and keep being in front of people's face. There's no such thing as too much email, too much text message, too much marketing. No such thing in today's time. So that allows me the opportunity to bring people out of the cold market into the warm market, because they start to reach out, they start to ask questions. We can have more conversations. They start to see, oh, okay, maybe she knows what she's talking about, publishing books, or helping other people. So it really just helps me grow my market and my reach. And I'm really appreciative for you allowing me to be on the cover.
Oh yes. Well, yeah, it was an honor to have you on the cover. I've learned so much about you since you've been on the cover. It's like our connections are getting closer and closer and closer. I mean, we literally met each other in person. This was the second time in person, but the first time we met, we didn't really meet. We were in the same room together. It's so interesting that people could be in the same room together but not even know each other, that they're even in the same room. And the only reason why I know we were in the same room together is because you stood on a stage and spoke about your story. So I'm like, you know her. And of course, I took pictures of you while you were on the stage. So I was in the same space. And then most recently, when both Dr. Christina and I received our doctorate degrees, we were literally in the same place, side by side together, and really got a chance to connect. And I'm interested to see how that is going to unfold for the two of us as well.
Yeah.
Now, when I asked you if you'd be interested in being on the cover, I asked you to give me two powerful words that basically defined who you were. And your two powerful words were encouraging and optimistic. Can you tell me why you chose those two words?
Yes. Great question. Why I chose those two words, encouraging first, because I feel like others or people should never give up on their dreams, goals, and what they want to achieve. And so I'm known as a cheerleader, or I'm going to support you. I'm going to push you, encourage you, to chase that thing you said you wanted, right? And remind you of why you wanted to chase that goal in the first place. So I would say encouraging, because I get that a lot from my clients, my friends, family members. And then the second word, optimistic, I would say, because I'm always smiling. People tell me you always see the glass half full, instead of half empty. Someone will say, like, "Oh man, I didn't sell a lot of books today. I only sold 20." Well, you took 30, you sold more than half. That's great. I'm always looking for the upside of things, because there's so much negativity in the world today. So optimistic is why I chose that second word. Mhm.
Yes, I love the two words. And when you sent them to me, I was like, wow, I love those two words. Yes. So again, when we look at the story of Dr. Christina and all that she shares in her story, and of course her business behind it, and just all that she does and how she supports authors and help people to literally get their books in other people's hands, which are extremely important. Christine, if you had to share a sentence or two for someone who is just starting out, we'll say as a writer first, because they got to start as a writer and then
Mhm.
eventually decide to become an author. What would that be? What would that be for them? How would you encourage them in that sense?
Just starting out as a writer, encouraging words. Just write. That's the first thing I would say. Just write. I think a lot of people who want to write a book get caught up in their head with, I don't know how to do it. It's not spelled correctly. Am I structuring it right? How many pages should it be? Just write. Just write the story. Get it out of your head. Just write it all down. That's what I would say. And don't stop. Don't think about how to make it pretty. Don't think about how many words it should be. Don't think about how you're going to publish it yet. Just write. We can fix it up, dress it, put a bow on it, do all that later. But you got to create the thing first. So just write and be consistent. You don't have to write the whole book in a weekend. You don't have to write the whole book in a week, just a little bit every day. One thing I like to say is, how do you move a mountain of dirt? One shovel at a time. It will be
Uh,
moved. just a little bit at a time. So just write and stay consistent. You will finish that thing. And if you hook up with me, I'll help you finish it correctly and publish it and become an Amazon bestseller.
There you go. We're all looking to become that Amazon bestseller, and getting that going. So I love that inspiration of just writing because again, I say to people all the time, even as just a personal trainer working with clients, it's like we all have a story to share. It's just a matter of taking time, even if you may not be thinking about writing a book, because most people may not. They may be just journaling. I can't tell you how many people I bump into who tell me that they have pages and pages of journaling. And it's like, great. Now take those pages and pages of journaling you have and maybe find 30 pages or 40 pages and create a book. Because again, like Dr. Christina says, it's not about how many pages. You can have a book that's 30 pages and then you have a great book. Something small, short, right to the point, but then you get
Mm-hmm.
your information out there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if you're journaling and it's not going anywhere, no one gets to see that inspiration that may very well be the very thing that someone out there is waiting for. So I
Mm-hmm.
love, I love that. I love that. So when we think about your journey as a writer, an author, a publisher, all of that put together, where do you see yourself? Because again, we're at the end of 2025. So ideally, and I'm sure you've been asked this question, I'm sure you even ask your authors this question. What is your short-term goal for the first 6 months of 2026 for you?
Short-term goal for Dr. Christina Alva would be, man, about 6 books, right? Um, personal books, because I do write middle grade fantasy under the pen name Chris Burry, and I do still write as Christina Alva. My goal is to put out my book for helping people write a book in 30 days, right? In the first quarter of 2026. I have that coming up, as well as finishing up my Dragon Twin series. We've got the first 2 books here. I'm going to do the third book in the series and then start the next series. So when we get to the summer, by the end of June, I want to have, quite a few books done. And again, it may seem like big and outrageous, but you just write a little every day. You'd be surprised how fast you can write a book.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And to have that many books in your radar to want to complete. And I said short-term goals. I didn't ask
Yeah.
Dr. Christina for her long-term. She said short-term and she's got about six she's looking to write. Interesting, very interesting. I love that. Do you have something you want to share with our audience in reference to how they can reach you if they want to participate in anything? Do you have what are we going to call it, a holiday special?
Yes, yes, the holiday special. Absolutely. First, I want to say you can connect with me and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Christina N. Alva. And my website is just ChristinaAlva.com. And for the holiday, I've been talking about community. We've been talking about community here, and you don't have to do this journey alone. And you're gonna have lots of questions along the way. And hey, join the community as they pop up. You can bring them up, right? We meet weekly on Zoom every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for about an hour, but I'll stay an hour and a half if you have questions. You can email me, be in the private Facebook group. The community is there to support and give you feedback as well. And that is my 90-day authors community. And right now we're running a special 50% off. So if you wait until January to join, it's going to be $500 for the year. But if you want to join now, it'll only be $249. So all you have to do is email me info@christinaalva.com. And if you look, my name's right there, Christina Alva. So info@christinaalva.com and let me know, or reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram at Christina N. Alva. And I'll give you more of the details and get you signed up and ready to go.
There you go. I love it. And one last time, we're both going to show out the cover that we have here. Awesome, 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 awesome. I love, love, love. I have to show the
Okay.
audience. I just love that picture. Well, that picture. That is an amazing, amazing photo. Yes, I do, I do, I do. It just shows who you are. It's amazing. And again, I want to thank you so much, Dr. Christina, for committing to being here with me tonight. for committing to be the cover for November and looking forward to see all the amazing things that's going to unfold for you in 2026. And as I said earlier, I'm really excited to see how the universe, how God is going to bring you and I together to work together, because I'm sure there's a lot more we're going to be doing in
Oh,
2026 together. So until then, everyone, you saw the cover. If you have not had a chance to get your copy just yet, there will be a link posted somewhere around that you can find. Feel free to go get your November issue so you can learn all about Dr. Christina. Of course, reach out to her to take advantage of her community special she has going on right now. You definitely don't want to miss it. Now, if hypothetically anyone is going to be watching this, of course, after the holiday season, feel free to reach out to Dr. Christina for her community program, and I'm sure she'll have other things going on at that point in time. So, till then, the two of us are wishing you all an amazing holiday season. As I cannot believe we're already the 1st of December. Before you know it, we'll blink our eye and we'll be at December 2026 just like that.
no,
So
I know.
again, for those of you who are interested in even learning how to become an elite contributor for Holistic Healing Magazine, please reach out. It's a perfect time as I have a Cyber Monday special going on, and it is Cyber Monday today. It does end today. However, I will push it out for tomorrow since we're here tonight. If you want to take advantage, you can purchase three three articles and get three articles for free. So that gives you 6 months of articles at the amazing price of, I think it's I want to say 249. I might be wrong on that price, but if you are interested in learning about becoming an elite contributor for the magazine, reach out. And if you are an author, for my authors out there, I am looking for author features for the entire year of 2026. So definitely, I do 3 authors a month. So what is that, like 36 authors I'm looking for? So there's a spot for everybody. Please reach out. Let's get you featured in, and perhaps maybe you could be on the cover as well. Not for 2026 though, guys, because that's all done. I'll be having a waiting list for the 2027 cover features. So if you've ever imagined wanting to be on the front cover and get that visibility and show off and show up, reach out to me for that as well. So, Christina, it was a pleasure. We'll all see you all again really soon. Have a good night, everyone.